Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be working on a new challenge. It's this challenge FAQ accordion card, which is on frontendmentor.io. Um, so I'm going to be using React for this challenge, and you can do it with JavaScript, but it says you can use any libraries and framework on this project, and I'm going to use React because to me after after learning React, I just find React to be so much easier than just doing it vanilla JavaScript. But I'm sure I'm going to do some challenges with pure vanilla JavaScript. But right now, I thought I'll just use React for this project because um, React is so much uh, easier, in my opinion. But we can start off this project. What I've done is I've already downloaded the Figma files, and you can do this if you get the pro version of frontendmentor.io. The free challenge, if you do the free challenge, you basically get just the JPEG of the design files. But if you purchase the pro version, you actually get the Figma files, which is really helpful. But you can still use those JPEG images to get the color codes and everything. And they do provide a style guide which has the fonts and the colors and the color codes and everything. Um, so what I've done already is I've created a new React project, and I've removed the boilerplate code. You can see, so if I just yeah, so if I open this project, I've removed the boilerplate code and it just has an H1, which is the accordion card. I even removed the index CSS and the app CSS file. So we're just starting from scratch. Um, yeah, we can start. So um, I'll just, I'm just going to push these Figma files to my second screen so that I can work on the screen. So the first thing, uh, the first thing we can do is uh, create create this container, and then we can. I'm going to use a grid for this. I think you can use a flexbox, but I think grid would work uh, better in this case. So you have two columns, and in one you can have this image, and second one you can have this section. Also point out that this is not a single images. So I'll open it. I'll open it in VS Code as well, but essentially you have this illustration, you have this illustration, and you have this separate background illustration. So I need to just think about how I'm going to do this, but we'll see as we go. So again, just putting this here. Yes. So the first thing I can do is I can create a new folder called components, and first component can be the card. So I'll just do card.js, and this card will be essentially that main content of the components. So import React from React, create the function card. for this for default card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to import it here, card, just replace this with, let's see, yeah, we have successfully imported the card. Now it's just a matter of styling it. By the way, I'm going to do all my CSS in index.css. I mean, it's still a small project, so it doesn't matter. Like, I can do all of the CSS here and it's going to be fine. So, so let's just start creating the divs and maybe just doing simple styling at this moment, and then we can just go on from there. So going to give this a class name, and this can be, let's say we can do main container, and I can have another div and it can be the image section. So what we're going to do is we're going to just create a grid in the main container. We're going to have like two inner divs, which is going to be the image section, and the other one is going to be the FAQ questions. So I can maybe create a new div just for the image here. So class name, what's this? Let's do women illustration container. I'm really bad with naming, and we can do have an image here, and yeah, I can create a new div, class name FAQ container. Questions. Let's style this entire section. So yeah, margin 0, padding 0, box sizing going to be border box, right? Let's do red. I just always like to use red when I'm doing the initial styling because it gives me a clear idea of the area that I'm styling. So see, like this, I can do a height of 100 view inch. And display flex and I'm just going to put this section in the middle of the window, middle of the container. So line item center, justify content center, and here it is. So I can style the main container as well. So dot main container, background color to white. So width is 920 px, height is 509 px, and I am getting these sizes from the Figma file. So, and the border radius is 18 px. Looks good. And this needs to be a display of grid, because we're going to have two columns. So grid template column is going to be 1FR, 1FR. So let's see, I'm going to put in the illustration and let's see what happens. So I'll create a new folder, call it images. Now I'm just going to copy paste the images. Copy all of this into here. We have all the images. That's in here. Okay, save. Yeah. Illustration, movement, line. Okay, we need to align content center. Let's just define center. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need to make sure the div is correct. So this one. Yep, now it works. I can also give it a bit of margin, so margin. Okay, so now this works. Let's just change the background and let's just put in the gradient um, that is in the original design. So let me grab the hex codes and linear. There you go, much better. And also the container has this light um, box shadow. I'm just going to copy the CSS code from the Figma file and just put that in. So I can do a box shadow. Let's see. Yeah. Now it's working. Hmm. The next thing I can do is yeah, I think it's better if I work on this image first, because I think the CSS, I need to do a few things to get the CSS right in this one. So, and we can just do it after this. So so I'm just thinking about yes on this one, because you can see that this is hiding under this white card component, and this is I think we have to use instance something called overflow, and maybe do like a overflow hidden on this component, and we have to use an absolute position on this just to make sure that this is in the right place, because these two are separate different illustrations. So I'm just going to try and work on that. So on the image sections, what we can do is to image section to position relative. Yeah. The class name, let's say women, and I can just do this image display block. Um, let's see. Um, okay. We can do merge, and we need to hide this small section of the image. So if we do overflow of, yeah, okay, so then I can get this uh, ah, yep, now it's working. So what I can do is just put this in CSS. Image section, width of 100%, overflow hidden. This is women illustration container. And what about the image? I think, yeah, so left. Now it's working. Now let's add in the box. So I think we need to put that box in the div. So let's import the box. Yeah. So let's give it class name box. Degree of position of app. And let's just inspect this. And I'm just putting in numbers here, and I'm going to see how this looks like changing it here. This looks about right. So I can so it probably looks right. Oh, it happened. Did I do something wrong here? Um, okay. Yeah, this looks nice. Now, in the original Figma file, there's basically some kind of pattern um, behind this illustration, which is this one. So let's try to add that. Hmm. Should I put the image here? I'm not sure, but let's try. Import pattern from this. Or maybe I can do it another way. What if I just put that pattern as a background to this container? So once it's the main container, so I can do URL. I can add white to this as well. Yeah, and I don't want this to repeat, so background repeat in no repeat, and background background size with percent. I need to figure out the position, so let's do it from the inspector. Position. So I'm just trying to compare it with the Figma file and just trying making sure that it matches the design as closely as possible. Yeah, this seems to be all right. Let's do this. Background. It's minus EX to 60px. And this looks fine. So now let's figure out this section. Going to open the file here as well. So let's just what we can do is we can create a component for like this one drop down and then just use map to create the rest of these small drop downs. So I'm just going to create a new file and I'm going to call it questions.js. Export questions. What I can also do is just create an array which is all of these questions so that I don't have to write them here. So let's just do it here. Ideally I would create a new file for this, but it's fine. Something like, let's give an ID. Since we're going to use map, so it should have an ID. So title answer. Let's write FAQ. I'm just going to I think I'm just going to grab it from the starter file. Last one. Okay, this seems to be fine. Can do with questions. Yes, I'm going to pass this as a prop. So destructure right here. Data. Give this a class name of FAQ. Like I said, I'm really bad with these names sometimes, but this point is fine. Destructure, I think it's FAQ and answer. Yeah. So working. Title is not defined. Oh, FAQ. Why can't I see it? That's weird. Um, Okay. I know what's happening. And think I need to use map over here. So, title. I don't know why I type title all the time. Answer. So and I need to do the map function here. So data.map. FQs. I'm just going to destructure FAQ. And there you go. I do have an error. Says I need to use the prompt, the key, which is fine. I can do that later. So now let's just style this. And we can use div and we can just use the div for this. Sorry, display flex. Just looking at the spacing in the Figma files. We do need a title at the top. So FAQ, let's give an FAQ. Okay. Put this in a separate div. Let's just start this. I'm going to create another div. It's going to have the title, the figure title, and it also has this arrow icon you see here. So I'm just going to import that as well. Should be in the images. SVG. So let's see. I have the button right now, and this is the FAQ title. I can create and let's just style it. Section, going to use a display. Okay, that's not what I wanted. But we can just change the flex direction column, and now that works. I need to use a display of flex here so that this title and button are on the same line. So let's see. FAQ title. Much better. Let's put in some gap. That's too much. Let's also change the button into button border none. That should do the trick. Oh, let's add a pointer. Now it works. So just so I can add some spacing here. Also, let's add some weight. So now it's a bit bold, which is nice. The next thing I can do is improve the styling a bit more. So I can make some changes to this class. I think it's now a bit too on the border, but what I can do is I can just change the width of it. Let's add some gap and maybe add some margin to the right. Let's say auto. Much better, much better. I think it's a bit, I need some gap with these two, so I'm going to add that. I can add some margins for them. Let's try to run. Oh, it's a bit too much. So so in the Figma file, if you see there's like this gray line, so that's what I'm doing. Solid gray. I can just take the color code from the Figma file Yeah. Margin top. It says 18 pixels. This looks okay. Now what I need to do is basically collapse all of these drop down or FAQs. How we can do it is using state in the questions file. I can import the use state hook. And the idea is all of these will be collapsed. So with the help of use state, we can say we can give it a boolean, and once we clicked on this button, the use state will basically the use state hook will change the state, basically acting as a toggle. So so it will be false when the page is rendered, but when you click on this button, it will basically change the state to true, which and then will show these answers. So I can say const is visible, set is use state. Let's say it's false. Yeah, is visible, and let's just test this out for now. And there you go. I think it works uh, fine. So if I just change the state right now to true, it's going to show us everything, but we need it to be false. We can add a click handler on this button which will change the state. So let's do that. Let's click on click handler. Let's try it out. Yeah, so the problem now is it's just changing the state, but when we click back, it doesn't it doesn't change the state back again. So an easy way of doing that, so instead of true, we can say the opposite of is visible. So if we try it now, it should work. Yes. And yeah, so basically this is a very easy way of just toggling things. You can, for example, if you need to toggle anything on a button click, let's say you have something like click here and it changes the color or of something, changes the text. So basically, you can use um, so instead of just changing the boolean, you can do this and it will like create a toggle effect. So this is very useful in a lot of cases. um, Another thing we can do right now is just change the font style. So I have the design, the style guide here, and let me just import it. What you can do is change the font family, and it's Coop Sans. So going to change font size to 15 pixel. I don't think these are aligned, so FAQ title. It be the button. Let's see. I guess it's fine for now. Another thing I'm seeing in the Figma file is this box also has a slight shadow. So we can, yeah, that's fine. I can just do that later. Oh, so a good effect, it's not in the design file, but good effect would be to just maybe rotate these 180 degrees. So when we click on it, it rotates to 180 degrees. So basically, it's kind of an animation. Um, it would just look nice. So we can try to do that. Uh, yeah. Um, so let's. I think it's. I also think that this is just. There's no spacing between this text and this line, so we can create that. Um, Yeah, that looks much better. So now, I think this might be the last thing I do with this challenge is just to create that small animation effect on these arrows. So, hmm, let's try. Rotate. Let's do 90 degrees. Yeah. Um, Let me. Rotate. It should be. This is, yeah, this should be the default, and once we click on it, it should rotate to 180 degrees. So I think rotate. Mm-hmm. Um, and so basically it's going to have this class name of rotate, and we're going to give it another class name which will change its direction if the text underneath is visible. So we can use the state is visible, and if it's visible we can add in class name, just say up because we want to rotate it up. Otherwise we do nothing. So let's create that class name up, and let's do transform rotate 180 degrees. So let's just see. No, this doesn't work. Um, Okay. Ah, yeah. I guess that was the problem. Ah, see, it's working. So I need to, it should be not 90 degrees, it should be 180 degrees and 0.5. I think it's a bit too slow. 0.2 seconds. I don't think we need this. Yeah. I think that looks nice. One last thing I can do is change um, this font color. Well, it's yeah. So basically, when you hover over it, it changes the color. So I can do the same thing. Uh, say FAQ typo. Just going to take this from the Figma font 447B56. I'm also going to give it a pointer. Yeah, and it works. So yeah, that's it. Um, there is one issue is this image shouldn't be moving when we open this drop down. Um, I think it's an easy fix. It just has to do with the display position. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It can be easily fixed. I'm not going to work on it right now, but the rest is the but the main challenge is completed, which is creating this accordion effect. The only thing is the position of this image. Like I said, I think it's an easy fix, and I can do that. Um, I can do that later before before finalizing and just pushing it to my GitHub repo and submitting the solution. So that's about it. Hope you like the video and maybe it helped you as well if you're trying to complete this challenge. And if you have a better solution for this challenge, do let me know. This is my way of doing it. It may not be the most efficient way of doing it, but yeah, maybe if I try to do this challenge one more time and just go through my code again, read through the code. Maybe I change a few more things, especially with this image, but the rest I think it's fine. So yeah, that's about it, and bye bye.